Hi guys. Today I'm going to give you a full walkthrough of our house at Current now that we've been here for almost 2 months, I believe, which is very exciting. And I'm going to show you all of our hopes and dreams and plans for this house, what we're hoping to renovate this year, as well as decor and different design ideas that I have. So I hope you're going to enjoy this tour, and I am open to all of your thoughts, opinions, critiques, ideas in the comment section. So please feel free to give your 2 cents below. So we've talked about the entry area before, so I'll just quickly show you. I am intending at some point to possibly put tile here or get a custom size mat because the flooring is just getting ruined, or was already ruined from the previous people coming in with wet shoes, because of course we live in Canada and there is snow. And I'm hoping to also get a seat cushion for here, so it's like a little bench to put on your shoes. But other than that, I don't think much will happen in this entry area. Potentially I'd love to paint at some point, maybe a creamier color, but for now, it is pretty good. Then this front area is mostly done for now. I'd love to install some picture frame molding on the walls, which would just be a continuation from the entry area where I've got that molding that you can see on the wall there. And I've ordered 3 little brass hooks that I'm thinking of putting potentially right here, or if not on this side. I just think it would be more useful here because I can hang my purse without worrying that someone on the street will see it, because there's enough buffer room and then the stained glass that you wouldn't be able to see that. Plus, when we have guests over in the future, we'll have extra space to hang coats and things like that. I'm loving this little entry rug. I think it fits this space pretty perfect. Not changing too much here. Maybe one day I'll have some pictures or something on the stairs, but as it's an old house, it's a pretty narrow stairway, and just generally we have very narrow hallways, so that always is a challenge, and you wouldn't want people knocking pictures off the wall. So right off the entrance is our living room. My idea for here is to get a sectional that is symmetrical, and it will go along here. I think I may have to get something custom, but because of the kind of small living room space, I think that that is our best option. It is one of the bigger living rooms of the houses we've looked at, but I think that's what needs to happen to make the most out of this seating. And then I think the plan is still to put the curtains mounted from here all the way across to here rather than mounting them inside the window. I think it will make it a lot more grand to have the curtains mounted that way, but of course it is a challenge with the sectional because there needs to be room for the pushback of the curtains to fit in here. So I've been looking at a few companies that do custom because I don't want to spend too much, but I can't find anything that will fit because it is a small little space. So I'm hoping for the best with that. We are, of course, hoping to change out the mantle, and something that I realize you may not understand is that this black piece is, I believe, called a hearth. And when we change out the mantle, that black piece will remain because that is kind of built into how the fire works. If we ripped that out, it would be a big nightmare to fix. But of course we can change out, sorry, I'm just trying to fix this fire screen. We can change out the tiles. So I'm still trying to figure that out. It seems like England has a lot of places that sell the Victorian fireplace tiles, but more challenging to do so in Canada. I'm still on the fence. I've always wanted to have built-in bookcases either side of my fireplace, but because the room is narrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Of course, if I did do it, they would be very shallow, but still not sure, and there are other things that need to be done before this. Also, what you may not realize is that this room the mantle is not symmetrical. So you can see the space on this side is much bigger than what is on this side. And because of the placement of the opening from the entry, that is why our furniture is pushed to that side. So it makes decorating this side a little more challenging. My idea is to get a armchair to go here. When I had the IKEA one there, I did like it. It was just a bit too big, so I'm gonna get a smaller armchair so that if we do have more company over, it can be pulled in, but it's also just a really nice seat because the view looking this way is quite nice. Of course, you can't see the TV, but for conversation, it's not too bad. And then I may get 2 little stools to go here. I did order some, so we'll try that out when they come. But most importantly, I just want to make the most of the seating, and that's why I've chosen to get a sectional there, and it faces the TV. And the reason I didn't put the TV on the mantle is because it is very high, so when you're sitting down on the sofa, looking up is just a little bit straining for your neck. And of course, like I said before, it's off center in comparison. It's not completely symmetrical. What I'm thinking for here is possibly just a little table with some art above it. And then I believe that this room, not too much is going to change. I'm planning to get new chairs at some point, but that is no rush. I'm also going to add drapery to this window as well as the living room window. They're going to have black curtain rods, and I'm picking this color for the drapery. My mom's going to help make the curtains, and it's kind of an off-white creamy color, which is what I wanted. And then I'm also waiting to get the chandelier. I think I want the living room to be more finalized before I pick it so that everything flows really nice together. The kitchen has the most exciting renovation plans, and I've always said that this kitchen is my least favorite room in the house with the most potential to be amazing. And I apologize that the armchair is here. It's waiting to be picked up, and because this room has double doors, it is the best location for it to be taken away. So, most people think that this kitchen should be an L-shaped kitchen with the cabinets going all the way over to here and then a huge island. And while that would be incredibly dreamy and amazing, I just don't think that that's going to function for us in the future when we have a family. So what my thought is to straighten out this peninsula right here. You can see I've put some tape on the floor to mark it out, and that will make the flow in the kitchen space a lot bigger and more functional, because if there's more than one person in there right now, it is very tight. And then on the other side, we're gonna make a banquette, so it'll be bench seating with storage in it. I'm not sure it'll come all the way to here. We might move it back a little bit, but it will be a cute little breakfast nook with a gallery wall and maybe a pendant light over it. And then opposite, on this wall here, will be a TV. So when I'm cooking or if we're sitting at the breakfast nook, you can watch TV, which is amazing, and I can't wait for that. But then in front of it will probably be 2 armchairs and a little table, so we could sit there and have tea or coffee. And I think that this will just flow a lot better for us as a family, because I don't want to design something that's only going to work for us now. And because of the division of our house having stairs into the kitchen, I just think that this room already feels separated from the rest of the house. So I think it's the best option. So here is a look at what I'm thinking for the kitchen. So it's a similar layout to what is there now, and then you've got the peninsula, so there's lots of cooking space, and then there would be something similar to this with the built-ins right here, a table, and then over here would be 2 armchairs. So that is kind of what we're thinking. And if you look at all of these plans, look how many times I've fiddled around and tried different things, because when you're working with an old house, things are a little more challenging because there's more of a space issue than you would see in houses that are outside of the city that are much more spacious. It's still up in the air if we are going to completely gut the kitchen or if we are going to try to reuse what is here. I'll show you a picture of kind of what I thought of doing, which would just be like a facelift to the kitchen. So we would have this cabinet replaced because it is rotting. We would have the countertop cut so that it could be straightened out. And then I would tear out all of the backsplash, and I was thinking of doing vertical shiplap along the back of the banquette and then carrying it along as a backsplash, which I think looks really nice, and you see it a lot in English kitchens. This will come out, this will push over, and because there'll be a little bit of extra space, I was thinking of putting a little tiny corner bookcase to put some cookbooks on. Then I want to replace the range hood so that I can have more of a custom range hood with millwork on it. I would ideally love to replace the doors. The cabinets themselves are fine. The problem with the doors is that they've got a rounded corner, so you can't add the shaker style to it, and I could add molding to the door, but I'm not sure I'd like that look. And I would really love to have gold pulls and knobs, but again, I'm not sure if that is going to happen. And then Chris hates our fridge, and you can see the top grate has fallen off, so we may end up replacing that because it is a very old fridge. But surprisingly, Chris is the one who wants to rip out the entire kitchen and start fresh, so we're still up in the air on that. Of course, we hate the flooring, and I think we might be able to replace that without replacing the whole kitchen, but I think he just wants to get it all done. So that is to be determined. I did a very rough mock-up of the kitchen if we were just doing a facelift. So you can see the shiplap that is running vertically. This would be a banquette with a gallery wall and a pendant, and then a table, and then the peninsula straightened out and adding in some extra cupboard space up above. I would really love a little shelf underneath the cupboards. Mostly for teacups, but I don't know, that is kind of what I was thinking. And then I was gonna put a rug to take away from the slate flooring. But if we renovate, this is kind of my mood board for the kitchen. I really wanna do off-white, more of this color cabinetry, and then the gold hardware with marble, likely quartz that looks like marble top. So that is what I'm thinking there. So because we're still kind of undecided if we were going to do a full renovation or just give it a facelift, if there's anything that you think is like a necessity in a kitchen or a really cool idea, I'd love to hear your ideas in the comment section. So please let me know, or of course you can send me an email or send me a message on Instagram. I've shown the backyard before on my videos, so it is very boring. There's nothing going on. You can see right there is the barn door where our car pulls in. We've got this monster of a tree and this storage. So I'm hoping that we can do something with this. I'm hoping we might be able to put up a very temporary partition. I'm thinking of like lattice with a little arch that would cost like $300 to do maybe. And then making the part on this side that we see from the kitchen a lot nicer. I'll also insert the video of the plans that I found from 1992. And then I'll also show you that they actually did do those plans because I found a picture of an old listing that showed it. So I will also try to insert that for you so you can see how this backyard was transformed from its beauty of the 1992 landscaping plans. I'm sorry if you're watching this for a second time, but this is a landscaping plan that I just found, and it's from 1992. And based on previous listings, I know that this plan was actually executed, and I'll insert a picture here of what it looked like. And you just saw how it looks now. So someone ripped all of this out, which is very sad, but I'm hoping that at some point we can do something to make it look a little bit better back here and less stark and pavementy. Our backyard is very small and half of it is used for parking, so I saved this image as a little bit of inspiration for what we could potentially do. So I thought I would show you that in case you were wondering what our thoughts and plans are. I'm not sure if we will do something with it this summer, but I hope we get it sorted out. And then I'll quickly show you downstairs. So this bathroom acts as our powder room because there's no main floor bathroom. So what my idea is to make this a huge statement bathroom, kind of like you see with other powder rooms. So what I've been thinking is doing a vertical shiplap or paneling up to about halfway and then wallpapering the rest. And I found a really beautiful kind of William Morris wallpaper that I would love, but I'm not focusing on this yet because I want the main floor to be finished. Plus I need to decide what to do with this space here because there's quite a large gap in here with nothing going on. So future project. Here is kind of the mood board I was working on for the downstairs powder room before I decided that I should prioritize the main floor, but I really love this moody print, the vertical shiplap, and then I love this light fixture. It comes in a bunch of different colors, so it's kind of what I was thinking there. So now let's go upstairs. We are very lucky with our bathroom because it is quite modern, even though it was renovated, I believe, 15 years ago. The designer did a really good job picking some timeless elements, and even though there is some wear and tear, it works for us. The only thing that I want to do is add some picture frame molding because it is quite modern. I think that would help it be more in keeping with the rest of our house. And I still need to get white towels and bath linens. As well, I would love to change the drapery in this bathroom. Right now, these are blinds, and to be honest, the bottom half of the window needs to be covered, but the top half, no one can see in. So I've been toying with getting cafe style blinds, or curtains, sorry. And that would be a curtain rod that goes halfway across and then just covers the bottom half of the window, and the top half could be open, because I think this room has the potential to be so much brighter than it is, and that is kind of what I'm thinking for that. I also forgot to mention our shower does not have a shower niche or shelf or anything for us to put our bottles on, so I also would like to figure that out. Plus I'm planning to get a little table to put here. I've picked one out, so I'll pop it up on the screen. I'm just hoping to find something similar but a little less expensive. And then let's just take a little note of this area here because it will make sense in a minute. But you can see how big and open this area is, but there's nothing here. So we'll go into the spare bedroom, and you can see this is the other side of that wall. Right now it is a closet, and we're thinking of splitting this bedroom into two. So there would be two kid bedrooms or office or whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it kid and guest bedrooms on this floor. And my hope is that the wall would go across here. And we did talk about bumping out that wall, but I'm not sure that will happen. So it'll just be one tinier kid's bedroom, and then this room will be much larger. Right now it's like not much going on because we're actually hoping to do that very soon. So it's just kind of a mess, and it's where I've been working from. We've thought a lot about this room and how to best split it. And it's kind of too complicated to explain to you guys on camera without you being here. But basically, we wanted to put the wall to the second bedroom here. But because our house is old and there's different levels of flooring, like I showed you, there's stairs right here. I believe those stairs come up onto above the dining room. So I'm standing on the dining room right now, but if I walk down here, I'm standing above the kitchen. So of course you can't lower all of the floor here and push it back right to that window as I was hoping to do. So we've been trying to come up with different solutions, and I think the idea is that we will lower the floor as far as we can, which is to here. So this is all hollow underneath, so it will push back, and then the additional space from the edge of the step to the window is about 2 or 3 feet. And we're thinking that it will have a drywall bump out, and then we will make some custom thing to fit in there. So when it is a future bedroom, it will have like built-in bookcases around a bed or something, and then the bed will be at the level of that bump out, so the mattress would rest on there, and then we'll have something custom to fill the rest of the space so that the room feels more spacious than it actually is. So that is what the thought is. And then of course this bedroom behind me will be fine. That will be the smallest bedroom, so there'll be 3 bedrooms on this second floor. I also just thought I would point out that there's IKEA wardrobes in this room as well as upstairs, and then there's built-ins in the kitchen. And what we're likely to do is list things on Facebook Marketplace where we can, and other things like the kitchen, if we do rip the whole thing out, we will ask Habitat for Humanity or something like that to come and remove all of the pieces, and then someone else can benefit from it. So that would be ideal. That is what we will plan to do, where we can resell or donate so that we don't waste anything, which is really important. Another big change that we're hoping to do this year has to do with these stairs. And I'm not sure that you can tell the steepness of them from this video, but for reference, my feet do not fit on the steps. And when you're walking down the steps, you get a carpet burn on your calf because it's just so steep. So our plan is, and what I'm waiting to hear back from the engineer and contractor about, is putting the stairs on top of the other stairs. So the stairs would be stacked, which is what you would see in a normal house. And there is enough landing right here. And then you would go straight up. And then this, I will show you what this will become, because the stairs will be completely gone and the upstairs will be open concept. So in our bedroom, which would be at the base of the stairs to the 3rd floor, this whole wall where the existing stairs are would become our closet. So we'd have this full wall of closet, which would be absolutely incredible. Chris and I were just talking about doing built-ins beside the fireplace, which would be really nice. So the bottom half could be extra storage, and then the top half will hold the TV. And then likely at the foot of our bed, we'll have 2 armchairs or a sofa that face the TV. And then I would love to do picture frame molding in here, but I'm not sure when that will happen. The biggest thing is getting the closet in here, because right now we have not enough space. So we're really just waiting on the contractor for the stairs as well as the closet and the bedroom. So here are 2 floor plans side by side of our 2nd floor. So here is the bathroom, here is our master and our 2 closets. This is the 2nd bedroom, and then this is what we're working on for the 3rd bedroom. So as I mentioned, there is a change in level right here. So we like the idea of potentially being able to do a custom bed with some millwork that would make the room a little more spacious. The alternative idea would make a shoebox sized room with a big closet. So that is kind of what we are thinking. And then I'll just quickly take you upstairs so that you are refreshed on what this looks like, because right now it is split into 2 rooms, and the goal is for it to be one completely open space. So the stairs will come up here. They will likely have to take a turn. And then, so it's just our guest bedroom. It's a bit of a mess because we can't have guests right now. But there is the bathroom here, the funny European style one with the shower head almost above the toilet. So we obviously want to keep the bathroom, so I'm hoping that can be pushed back here. And then the rest of this will be all open and this wall will be completely gone. The idea for the third floor for while we use it is to probably create a hangout space for us to watch TV now and when we have a family. I imagine there'll be like a sectional with a TV because our basement isn't finished and we don't intend to finish it. I think that this will be our basement space, which is much nicer because it's got this cute window and it's bright. And then in another area, there will likely be an office built-in sort of thing, but I'm not sure how quickly all of that will be done. Of course, when the renovation's done and the stairs will come up here, we'll do the floor and fix the bathroom, but I'm not sure how much more we'll do. We'll probably put a sofa up here and a TV, but that might be it. And then maybe one day we will have a deck out here. So it'll just be like the ultimate hangout space one day, which I look forward to. I hope you enjoyed that little tour and I hope it gave you some insight into what I'm thinking. And of course, if you have any comments or anything that you want to add, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. So please feel free. And hopefully we can have some of those renovations done this year. The kitchen project is likely to be something that we take on ourselves because I think that is within our skills and my dad is going to help us. And then these stairs, the 2 bedrooms, and the 3rd floor, as well as our closet, will be something that we have a contractor looking into. Last week, I was in contact with the engineer. The engineer is going to arrange a site visit so that he can get his engineering package ready because of course it's a structural change to add those stairs in a different place. And then from there, the contractor will quote us. He's already done a walkthrough, so he's aware of what we're thinking, and we're hoping that this can be done pretty quickly, and we're hoping to live through the process, which the contractor doesn't really want us to do, but I think we can make it work since there's nothing going on the main floor. I'm hoping we can seal off the hallway so that these 2 rooms don't get too dusty and it will be livable because likely I will still be working from home when all of this is going on. But anyways, guys, thank you for joining me for this little tour and I hope you enjoyed it.